All right, well, here's where I'm at with this thing right now. It's coming out pretty good. So basically it's just sitting on a door. It's about the flattest thing I got. The ends are not screwed together yet. That's why the clamps are there. That's holding that together. I got it sticking out about almost an inch from this edge here. Right? Cuts are flush in the back. These end pieces, 15 degrees. Better shot of that one, right? Those came out good. And then these 2x4s, this will be our 2x material, whatever. This will be the bottom. There'll be another one up top here, and then the slats will rest against them. That's what that one in the front is. It's the top 2x4 for the back. But it's just trying to help me square it up right now and see where I'm going to start putting this thing together. But looking pretty good so far. I got to do the back slats first, and then the seat slats. You know, if I went the other order, I couldn't get to the bottom screw on that one. There's the one of the back slats, right? So I got to screw that one into the bottom 2x4 first, and then I can put the seat slats down. So, and I don't have enough of the back slats, but I got enough to get me started. So I need to go to the hardware store tonight in Menards. Anyway, that's where I'm at with this thing. Talk to you later. Welcome back to the shop. I'll show you what I got going on. We're going to put this thing together today. This bench swing, cedar, 5 foot long. I built the sides, right? And now I got to square this whole thing up. Here's how I'm going to do it, and you might find it helpful, especially in a shop like mine where I don't have a lot of room to put a 5 foot bench in and square everything up and work on it. So outside in the sun is where I'm at. So I got an old door, and I'm using that as my point of reference. I have this thing sitting right now squared up to the edge of the door. Then I took a carpenter square or a speed square. I put it on the door edge, and I squared this piece up, right? So that piece is square. Then I have these 5 foot or 50-inch 2x4s that are exactly the same length. I got 2 of them. And then the front pieces in the back, that's a little wider, but it's exactly 50.5 inches or 47.5, whatever it was. Anyway, but these 2x4s are the same distance, same size. So I put one in the back, right? I'll tighten it up in there. Then I'll tighten this whole frame up with these 2 boards in there. Square it up at the front edge on this side, as good as I can get it. Put a carpenter square on it, speed square, right? And then it's just a little off. I don't know if I'm getting this. My camera's my phone's all dusty. I can't really see the screen. But anyway, so it's not exact, it's close. And with building stuff like this, if you pay attention at the very beginning to details and measurements and squares and all that stuff, it just keeps adding up. If you're out a little bit here and it just keeps going, by the end of your project you're way off. So the closer you can keep everything to tolerances at the beginning and just follow that all the way through, you're going to have a better product. So this is where I'm at right now. So it's a little out, right? And I can adjust that. I can rack this thing a little bit and adjust that. But that's how I'm checking for square, and that's what I'm going to use to square it up. So my point of reference is the old door that I got. It's flat, and it's got a straight edge on it, so I'm going off of those 2. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's Saturday. It's cold out, but it's sunny. Talk to you soon. Alright, welcome back. Show you what I got going on so far with this bench. So a lot of the armrests are just sitting there. All the bottom slats and the back slats are just sitting there. Nothing screwed on yet. Okay. So everything looks good. I got to work on the armrests, shape them, cut some holes in them. So a couple clamps still on this thing. There's some glue I got setting. So I'll leave them on for a bit. Clamps on the bottom here are just holding pieces of wood underneath that board to hold all the slats in place, because they're just sitting on that board. So I have the rings in the back for the chains. I got to do something with this corner. Either put a hole in there for the chain to go through, and then I got to do something with this one coming up by the armrest. So we'll figure that out later. But here's my dilemma. So the plans I'm following told me to cut the back slats at 30 inches all the way across, and I'm not liking, and the plans have a slight scallop, I guess, around the top, right? Just a slight one. Give you two distinct looking pieces, I guess, on the back. But the dilemma I'm having is on my Adirondacks, I like the style that I did here. Kind of that whole back piece, right? So that's what I want that thing to look like. So I think I'm going to go back to Menards, pick up some more cedar, and get a few longer ones for the center boards, and then just bring them up, right? So each spot will have a distinct looking Adirondack style. Kind of like the one on the bears too, on that one, or that one. So going to Menards, I'm going to get some more wood, make them a little longer, scallop them, sand them, and then get them screwed on. And the bottom slats are just sitting there, right? It looks pretty good though. So getting there. It's a mess, definitely, to do this, and you need a lot of clamps and a few long ones. Those are 50-inch parallel clamps in the back. I got only 2 of them. So talk to you in a bit. Alright, so this is where we're sitting right now. So the back slats, these pieces here, they're nothing screwed on yet. I still need to take them all off, stain them both sides, stain the whole chair assembly, or the swing assembly, both sides. And the armrests are not done yet. They need to be shaped and attached, and the seat slats are not attached yet. It's, again, stained. Need to stain everything and then put it together. Find a chain kit for this thing, but I don't think it's coming out pretty good. So that's where we're at. So not too bad looking. I like the Adirondack look with the backs like that. So I totally changed up my design from some of the previous videos you're watching. So I cut the back down a little bit, did all that. Those clamps there are just holding on the little pieces of wood, holding the back slats up so they don't fall through. But that's where we're at on this thing. I think it turned out pretty good. We'll see if it looks good with some stain on it. So I got to go buy that later on today and stain it, start staining it. It's going to take a few days to get stain on this thing. So, hope you liked it. Talk to you later.